On a quiet night in 1955, a small passenger aircraft took off from New York heading to Miami. It was a routine flight. Clear skies, experienced crew, and only 26 passengers on board. But somewhere over the Atlantic, a passenger vanished, not after landing, not during turbulence, right in the middle of the flight. This is the real documented mystery of the vanishing passenger of Flight 914. The plane was a Douglas DC-4 operated by a mid-sized charter airline. On July 2, 1955, the aircraft departed from New York with 4 crew members, 26 passengers, 1 flight engineer. Seating was open. No assigned seats. Passengers could move freely. One of them, a middle-aged man traveling alone, checked in under the name Arthur Harrow. Quiet, polite, carried no luggage except a briefcase. Witnesses remembered him because he seemed nervous, constantly glancing at his watch. But nothing about him suggested what would happen next. About an hour into the flight, as the plane cruised at 10,000 feet, a flight attendant noticed something unusual. Seat 14C was empty. Not strange. Passengers often walked around, but the man's coat, hat, and briefcase were still on the seat. She checked the lavatory. Empty. She checked the aisle. No sign of him. She asked nearby passengers if the man had moved. All said the same thing. No one had seen him leave. The captain initiated a cabin sweep, a full onboard search. Rare, but not unheard of. There were only 3 places he could be: cabin, lavatory, cockpit. But he was not in any of them. Even more disturbing, the emergency exit near his seat had not been opened. It was sealed from the inside, with the safety indicator intact. He had not left the aircraft, and yet he was gone. When Flight 914 landed in Miami, aviation authorities boarded the plane immediately. They conducted a second search. Every seat, every storage compartment, the hatch under the floor, the rear pressure bulkhead. Nothing. There was no evidence he fell. No torn clothing. No disturbance of the seatbelt. No fingerprints on the emergency door. No sign he existed at all. His name, Arthur Harrow, did not match any missing persons report. His ticket was purchased in cash. No address. No identification. The airline later admitted they had no record of the man boarding except the handwritten manifest. The most chilling detail? Multiple passengers independently described sitting next to him. Over the following months, investigators explored every explanation. 1. Miscount at boarding impossible. The crew recalled the man clearly. 2. Jumped mid-flight. Also impossible. The plane doors were never opened. 3. Stowaway identity. No matching facial description in any criminal database. 4. Papercraft identity fraud. But why vanish on a plane? And how without opening the exit? 5. Medical hallucination by multiple passengers. Experts dismiss this immediately. Shared hallucinations among strangers are statistically near zero. One handwriting specialist examined his signature on the manifest and suggested it looked deliberately unnatural, as if someone were disguising their writing. But the investigation ended quietly, and the man known as Arthur Harrow was never seen again. Almost 70 years later, the vanishing passenger of Flight 914 remains one of aviation's most unsettling mysteries. A man boards a plane, sits down next to witnesses, places his belongings neatly on the seat, and then disappears without ever leaving the aircraft. No struggle, no exit, no trace. Some believe he was fleeing something. Others think he was never a normal passenger to begin with. But one fact remains. On July 2, 1955, 27 people walked onto Flight 914, and only 26 arrived.